Hello everyone, and welcome back to Farmer Joe Homesteading. Today is a stunning, sunshiny winter day, and I am excited to share again with you guys this last week here on the homestead. Well guys, you wouldn't believe it. We have had another really rough week with a lot of challenges that have been thrown our way. Today, over here with the goats, I have quite a bit to update on yet again. If you want to know what heartbreak looks like. It's a flag and tail on your favorite milk goat. So, Big Mama came back into heat. She did not catch in January when we brought her over to the neighbors and did the whole ramp thing. If you guys didn't see that video, make sure you check it out. It was a wild one. So because we have our little Billy buddy right there hanging out with Mama, we were hopeful that he would be able to cover her, but I am not sure that he is quite tall enough. Although he was quite ambitious and wanting to try, he is still, as you can see, quite a bit smaller than Mama. So I think he might be just a little bit too short. So we made the decision not to take her anywhere else to a Billy. We're going to leave her here at home. And if she didn't catch this time, we're hoping that little buddy will grow an inch in the next 3 weeks, and eventually he will be able to breed her as we come into springtime, which just means that we're going to have milk a lot later than we had anticipated. So Big Mama has now been in milk for over 11 months. We're still getting a quart from her, which is really good, but their pregnancies are 5 months long and they usually dry up in their pregnancy. So with her not catching, she should have already been almost 2 months into her pregnancy. So we're gonna not be getting milk from Mama probably until, well, we're gonna keep milking her as much as we can, but she's not gonna have her next freshening until probably at this point August, maybe even September or October. I have decided to let it go and stop stressing it and just let it be the way it's gonna be. We're hoping if she breeds to Buddy, which she will if she breeds here at home, if she breeds to Buddy, she'll have purebred Saanen kids. So it is almost worth it to just leave her with Buddy and see how it goes. So we'll see in 3 weeks. Big Mama comes in consistently, like every single 21 days she cycles. So if he missed her, then we know that in 21 days she will cycle again, and her heats are fairly obvious, and because I'm with her lots from milking and whatnot, then it's quite obvious to me when she's in heat. So we should be able to catch it and mark it down if she comes into heat again, or if not, then hopefully Buddy was able to actually reach her this time. Now, with that being said, we are quite concerned that Luna probably didn't catch last time either. There are some concerns that the Billy might not have been getting the girls, or he was getting the girls, but he is having some fertility issues because there has been some issues for not just us. So we are really doubtful that Luna actually is pregnant right now. So Luna is quite a bit shorter than Mama. So if Luna comes into heat, which would be this Friday when this video comes out, if she comes in on Friday, we'll know she didn't catch, and we'll know because Buddy would be able to reach her. So we should expect to see some kids from her in end of July, beginning of August, if all goes well and she lets Buddy have a go at it. So I'm hopeful, and I'm hopeful that if Buddy figures it out with her because she's a little shorter, that maybe it'll be a little easier for him for next time with Big Mama if he wasn't able to this time. Now Miss Star over there, she is still, I think, 5 weeks away now, and little Miss Star is still nice and round and still got a nice little baby belly going on. So, and she's definitely been doing that a lot, which I remember the girls doing a lot of last year, where she just lays down and beds in the hay, gets some warm sun, and just hangs out. So I am hopeful that that Star is will have babies in 5 weeks. She definitely looks like it, and she's definitely not cycling. So, and then obviously our little bottle babies are down there, and they are still growing like crazy, and those girls are looking really good. So I'm really looking forward to watching those girls grow up and see how they mature. All right, guys, so that's all I have in the goat news. We're still getting milk, but unfortunately, that's probably going to come to a quick, abrupt end. Obviously, with Star having babies the first week of April, we will have milk again at some point in April, but Star was really difficult to milk last year, so we'll see how it goes. I'm hopeful with her second freshening, and with her being my only option to milk, it might give me a little bit more ambition to milk her more diligently than I did last year, and maybe it will make her into a much better milk goat this time. The goose flock really didn't enjoy the cold weather we had last week, but they are doing well again, and the girls are picking up laying. Unfortunately, though, with all this snow that we have had, their water tub is completely buried. I tried to get out this morning, but I can't get it out. So I'm hoping that the fertility holds up the way it has been. For the last week, he hadn't been breeding the girls at all, but he has recently started breeding the girls again. The last 2 days, I have actually heard him breeding the girls. So they are breeding again, and we're just collecting all those eggs and getting them in the incubator so we can keep getting as many goslings out of our flock as we can. Hey boys. You're pretty handsome. You're boys. Hey, handsome. Hey, handsome boys. Our turkey girls have been driving me a little bit insane. They have been laying really sporadically. Some days they're laying at like 9:30 at night, and then the next day I'll have a couple of them like first thing in the morning. So we're having issues collecting all the turkey eggs while they're still warm because they just lay whenever they want, and they're not as consistent as a chicken where they all seem to lay at the same time every day. So that's been a little bit frustrating, but our fertility has been good in the turkey flock, and we're looking forward to maybe having some poults in this coming month. What you doing? I know. I'm sorry. I have another egg for you. This guy will be going to a new home, hopefully shortly. He causes a lot of grief amongst the toms because he is not purebred. He doesn't get to be with the flock, so he just terrorizes. You can see all the footprints we have along here and on the other side of the fence from him pacing and fighting all of our purebred boys. Oh, here they come. So they like to terrorize and drive us all a little bit batty. All right, the exciting, funny business of farming. It is 9:45 at night. All the chickens, turkeys are in bed, which is the perfect time to deal with the mite problem we're having in this chicken coop. So I have some ivermectin pour-on that I'm going to be treating all of my chickens with. The turkeys I'm not going to worry about. The turkeys are much more hardy and they don't seem to be showing any signs. So I don't want to treat them if I don't have to. So I'm going to start by treating all of the chickens in this coop and we'll see how it goes. So 1 cc in my syringe. They seem to be affecting more so in the back of the neck, but we're going to make sure we get under the feathers for her. It gets right on the skin. We'll do it right here at the base of her neck as well. We're going to do that to all of the birds in this flock. That was an expected disaster as always. Halfway through, they all started realizing that I was touching everybody, so they started jumping off, so I had to turn off all the lights, and then one of the chickens knocked over my bottle, but I managed to save enough to get everybody treated. So that coop is all treated now for mites, just in case. Some of the girls are already regrowing feathers, so I think maybe in the cold snap it was killing the mites again, but since it's gonna warm up, it was better to do that. Plus, I have a turkey hen that lays an egg every night at 9:30, so I got my warm turkey egg to add to the collection, so it's worth it. So in other super awesome chicken news, our first batch of chicks hatched. Now I'd mentioned in last week's video that our incubator temperature was off, so I honestly didn't expect to have a single chick hatch. So much so that I actually forgot to buy chick feed, so that was entertaining. But we did end up having some chicks hatch. We ended up with 28 chicks, which when you compare that to how many eggs I set in the incubator is a little bit embarrassing. But I am thankful that some of them did hatch. Obviously, there are some hot and cold spots in that incubator, so we're going to make sure that we shuffle eggs around a little bit. And it was the first batch of the season, so at least now we have that out of the way and we're ready for all of our next batches in the coming weeks. All right, in bunny news, Amy will be heading off to her previous home next week. So this will be our last week with Miss Amy. I was able to contact the lady that I had got her from, and she is going to be able to go back to her, which makes me so happy. They loved her so much and we're sad to see her go. So I'm really happy that they were willing to take her back since we are getting out of the satins. And I moved Shadow over there so that I had more room for Amber, and Shadow will also be leaving next week to a new home. Now, all of our New Zealand girls. Miss Livy did end up kindling. She had 5 beautiful babies that unfortunately all didn't make it, which I had warned you guys last week I thought would happen. So we ended up breeding her back, and she bred back beautifully and was very willing and definitely really wants to be a mama. So very thankful that that all is done now and we're able to restart and have better, warmer weather and a better shot at her getting a chance to be a mama, because she definitely was very sad that her babies didn't make it. Now, this little one is Amber. There you are. Hi, Miss Amber. She did not catch. She just got a little bit chubby. Yeah, you did. So we rebred her as well, and this time had 4 fall-offs with Peter, so I'm very confident that she will kindle this time, and I'm a lot more confident that she bred successfully. So we'll wait another week till I can palpate, and then we'll go from there. But I am pretty happy with how everything went, so things are looking up in the rabbits. Other than Miss Twilight, who still is being really stubborn and doesn't really want to breed at all. So I gave her some apple cider vinegar this morning. She spent a couple hours with Peter yesterday, so I'm going to be putting her back in today to see how that goes, and hopefully we will be able to get her bred as well. Well, guys, I think that is everything that's been going on around here. Things still have been steadily getting tougher and tougher for us. We're really hopeful that in this coming month it's going to be okay. We're looking forward to March. We're looking forward to everything that March is going to bring. So hopefully we have some better luck with chicks. Hopefully Big Mama actually catches, and if Luna comes back in, that she actually catches, so that we can continue to have fresh milk. We're hopeful that the rabbits have things figured out, and I'm really looking forward to baby goslings in a couple weeks and some turkey poults. There is always things to look forward here on the homestead, and we are trying not to let all of these hardships bring us down. Thank you guys so much for watching and following along, and we will hopefully see you guys next time. Baby belly, flagging in heat, Big Mama, and then Luna, who's hopefully gonna get a baby belly soon.
Hi, baby. Daddy, come and milk them.